Some companies prioritize profit over everything else, even if it means causing harm to people and the environment. The business in question is the tobacco industry. For decades, tobacco companies have known that their products cause cancer, heart disease, and other health problems. Despite this knowledge, they continued to promote smoking, target youth, and suppress scientific evidence that linked smoking to disease. Let's take a closer look at the tactics used by this industry and the harm it has caused. One of the most insidious tactics used by the tobacco industry is marketing. Tobacco companies have targeted vulnerable populations, such as youth, women, and minorities, to promote their products. They have used advertising, sponsorships, and product placement to create an image of smoking as cool, rebellious, and sophisticated. Tobacco companies have also heavily targeted low-income countries where regulations on tobacco advertising and sales are weak. In these countries, tobacco companies have used aggressive marketing tactics to promote their products, often exploiting the lack of knowledge and understanding about the health risks associated with smoking. The impact of tobacco marketing on youth is particularly concerning. Research has shown that exposure to tobacco advertising and promotions increases the likelihood of youth smoking. Tobacco companies have also targeted youth through product design, such as flavored cigarettes, which appeal to young people. The impact of the tobacco industry on public health has been devastating. Smoking is the leading cause of preventable death worldwide, causing over 8 million deaths per year. It's estimated that by 2030, smoking will kill more than 10 million people annually. The health effects of smoking are well documented. Smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, and respiratory illnesses. It also contributes to other health problems, such as diabetes, kidney disease, and vision loss. Smoking during pregnancy can lead to miscarriage, premature birth, and low birth weight. The tobacco industry's actions have also had a broader impact on society. Smoking-related illnesses impose a significant economic burden on healthcare systems, and the loss of life and productivity affects families and communities. Another concerning tactic used by the tobacco industry is the manipulation of scientific evidence. For decades, tobacco companies funded their own research and hired scientists to dispute the link between smoking and disease. They also suppressed scientific evidence that contradicted their claims. This manipulation of science had a significant impact on public policy. It delayed public health measures, such as warning labels and smoking bans, which could have saved countless lives. It also created confusion among the public, who were unsure about the health risks of smoking. Over the years, the tobacco industry has faced legal challenges for its unethical practices. In 1998, tobacco companies settled with 46 U.S. states for $206 billion over the costs of treating smoking-related illnesses. In 2006, a U.S. court found that tobacco companies had violated racketeering laws and ordered them to stop engaging in certain activities, such as advertising to youth and denying the health risks of smoking. However, the tobacco industry has continued to use its immense wealth and political influence to fight regulation and promote its products. It has lobbied against taxes on tobacco products, fought restrictions on advertising and sales, and even sued countries that have tried to implement public health measures to reduce smoking. The impact of tobacco production on the environment is also a concern. Tobacco farming requires large amounts of water, pesticides, and fertilizers, which can pollute soil and water sources. The production of tobacco products also generates significant waste, such as cigarette butts and packaging. Cigarette butts, which are the most common form of litter, contain toxic chemicals that can leach into soil and water sources, harming wildlife and ecosystems. In addition, cigarette manufacturing and transportation contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, which contribute to climate change. One of the key reasons why the tobacco industry is so harmful is due to the highly addictive nature of its products. Nicotine, the main addictive substance in tobacco products, is highly addictive and can lead to a physical dependence on the substance. This addiction makes it difficult for people to quit smoking, even if they want to, and can have serious long-term health consequences. The tobacco industry has been well aware of the addictive nature of its products for decades, and has even manipulated nicotine levels in cigarettes to make them more addictive. By making cigarettes more addictive, the tobacco industry has been able to maintain a steady stream of customers, even as the health risks of smoking have become more widely known. Another reason why the tobacco industry is considered one of the most evil businesses in the world is due to its targeting of vulnerable populations. This includes targeting youth, women, and minorities through advertising, product placement, and other marketing tactics. Tobacco companies have long recognized that targeting young people is key to maintaining a steady stream of customers. Research has shown that smoking is often initiated during adolescence, and that exposure to tobacco advertising and promotions increases the likelihood of youth smoking. Women have also been a target of tobacco marketing, with tobacco companies using advertising to link smoking with women's liberation and independence. In addition, tobacco companies have targeted minorities, such as African Americans and LGBTQ+ communities, with advertising and promotions that exploit their cultural identity and social status. The tobacco industry's immense wealth and political influence have allowed it to shape government policies and regulations around the world. This influence has often been used to prevent or delay public health measures that could reduce smoking rates and save lives. For example, the tobacco industry has lobbied against taxes on tobacco products, fought restrictions on advertising and sales, and even sued countries that have tried to implement public health measures to reduce smoking. This influence has allowed the tobacco industry to maintain its profits, even as the health risks of smoking have become more widely known. The tobacco industry's impact on developing countries is particularly concerning. These countries often have weaker regulations and limited resources to combat the tobacco industry's aggressive marketing tactics. As a result, tobacco use in developing countries is on the rise, with devastating consequences for public health. The tobacco industry has also exploited developing countries by promoting the growth of tobacco crops, which can harm the environment and displace food crops. The tobacco industry's unethical practices and disregard for public health and the environment make it one of the most evil businesses in the world. Its marketing tactics target vulnerable populations, and its influence on government policies has prevented or delayed public health measures that could reduce smoking rates and save lives. The tobacco industry's addictive products and impact on developing countries are also major concerns. While legal battles and settlements have held the industry accountable for its actions, much more needs to be done to prevent the harm caused by tobacco products.